What It Takes Radio Company, which is a unique podcasting and publishing company, says, if you are an entrepreneur who is interested in reinventing the whole book business, here's an idea. Greetings, friends. This is Stan, and I'm back. And finally, my daughter and my wife and my grandson said, Grandpa, you have such strange glasses. Why don't you get something that's kind of new and funky rather than so old-fashioned? So I said, is this a better one? And he said, well, give it a try, Grandpa. So I'm going to take these kind of glasses for a while, see if it works. Hey, no, that's not boo. It's not Halloween, as you can see, and it's kind of hidden in order to be a little bit mysterious, but that's a big X. Yeah. So it's books, or BooX if you want, rather than books, which of course is what we would have familiar with, BOOKS. But no, this is BOOX. And the future of books is not a book. Very simply, I'd like to find if you would be interested in a brand new experiment that might change everything about the world of books, because books should be different than they were when Gutenberg invented the printing press, which made books like the Bible possible. But they really haven't changed that much. However, technology has taken over, so the fact that we can now make the books an experiment, an experience, make them very, very much more useful and helpful, and continue to help educate people in good and wonderful things. So this came to me, and I shared it with a few colleagues as we were going through the world of transformation. I said, how would we transform a book so that it is easier to obtain, less expensive, one that we can easily share with one another, that can be continually updated, that can actually have things in the book where you can see a video, hear a podcast, maybe even start a chat with somebody else, share the important things, and even make sure. And I love the story. It was said that the writer many years ago, Dalton Trumbo, that the publishers in New York literally had to take the book away from him because he was always trying to improve it and make it work. And they said, we have to have the manuscript now. But he kept saying, oh, I got a little more change. So he never finished it. They went and they took it from him. And the legend is then they agreed that the book is done and we will now publish it. And it was very successful for the most part, that it was complete. But the new books will continue to change and evolve and develop. So all I'm simply saying right now, books, the future of books is not a book. And there we see that they will be AI, they will be, audio, they will be YouTube-ish, they will be something you don't just read it, you will have an experience, you will have a booksit. And I'm trying to bring that to the world, and maybe you'd like to know more about how that could work in your life, in your business, and perhaps this is something we can invest in and maybe even change the world so that the future of books is not a book, it's books. Just an idea. Please reach out to me at stan@witradio.net, stan@witradio.net, and let's see if we can begin the experiment that could be very fruitful and profitable and fun all at the same time. Thank you for your time and attention. Maybe I'll hear from some of you soon. Bye for now.